We've already filled the field for the 7 who will be going to Lausanne for the World Cup Finals. Rick van der Ven will be there along with Marcus Vinicius d'Almeida, Pierre Plion of France, Brady Ellison of the United States, Oh Jin-yek from Korea, Florian Kolund of Germany, and Lee Sung-yoon, also of Korea. Right now, in the men's bronze medal match, Jean-Charles Valladont of France, number 14 after qualification in the men's bronze medal match. This week, Jean-Charles, several victories, including a 7-1 victory over Lucas Daniel in the quarterfinals, then lost to Rick van der Ven of the Netherlands 6-2 in the semifinals. And there's a good look at Jean-Charles Valladont, 25 years old, and a field archery champion. 11-5 in match play this year. And he'll be representing France in this match against the Brazilian. There he is, Marcus Vinicius d'Almeida, who came out of qualifying 28th, but still fought his way to this bronze medal match. Marcus Vinicius scoring a 6-0 win over Jake Kaminsky of the United States in the quarterfinals, and then lost to Moro Nespoli 7-1 in the semis. So it's been kind of feast or famine, I suppose, for Marcus Vinicius d'Almeida, all of 16 years of age.
I think it's been mostly feast. He also shot off against Yong from China, shot a 10 in the shoot-off. He beat Talukdar, who we've seen a couple of times today, in a 6-2 match. And he won his first 2 matches 6-0. There's been a whole lot of feast for this 16-year-old.
There has been.
I think he's still hungry.
Looking for the bronze medal. And looking to make some more noise, build some more excitement for the sport of archery in South America, specifically in his home nation of Brazil. So Marcus Vinicius d'Almeida.
This has the potential to be just a monster match. D'Almeida has really powered through, shot great scores, great matches. Valladont, he's a tried and true archer. He's had a few good matches. He's won a whole lot of 6-0. His first 4 matches were all won 6-0. And interestingly, in the men's group, unlike the women's group, there's only 1 archer in the final 4 who are even in the top 8 in ranking. Valladont's shooting style is quite slow.
I was going to ask you about that. Different approach than we've seen from most of the other archers.
Yeah, most of the archers are up. He's up in 4 seconds. You heard the French coach saying 10 before.
And there's a 10 for d'Almeida.
So Valladont, it was 10 seconds in before he'd even anchored. There should be about a 10. There it is. So he's committed. He gets 1 crack at the shot each time. Slightly risky, but his calm, slow method has worked, has been very, very effective.
Very deliberate. And we're tied at 19.
And his shooting style is unusual, and it's a little surprising. So he draws back quite low with his arrow at quite a high angle.
No, he didn't look like he was happy, or was he just telling that arrow to get in there?
I suspect that was a get in there shout. And there's an 8.
d'Almeida had to have a 10 to tie it up. Instead, he fires the 8 and settles for, well, settles for no points.
No points in the first set. Lots of sets left to go.
So Valladont, using that deliberate style of his as he draws back.
Whole lot of experience on Valladont's side.
He's ranked 15th in the world, and this is his best shot at a World Cup medal this year. Had the outside chance of qualifying for the World Cup finals, but didn't quite work out this week. He actually had to win the gold medal this week.
And van der Ven took care of that.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, though, at World Championships last year, he was the archer to shoot the 10 to win the team round for the French over, I think it was the Korean. But he gave a little fist pump. He shot the arrow and gave a fist pump while the arrow was in the air. He knew what had happened. That's the style of shooting he has. When he's shot a good shot, he knows it's a 10 and he's ready to go.
Was on that French team that won the bronze medal at the World Championships on the beach in Belek last fall. And there's a 10 to start off for d'Almeida. Or
That was a
9,
9.
excuse me.
I think I just saw him adjust his sight. All of his arrows have been off to one side.
10. Bien.
9
9
low.
en bas. Glissez, les 4 impacts sont un petit peu
And a
bas.
boisterous crowd here in Wroclaw cheering on both of these archers. DALMEIDA.
Whoops, an 8. Looks like maybe the pressure is getting to DALMEIDA just a little bit in the early stages. He may settle down. Very, very calm, very, very taciturn, I believe, would be a good adjective for him. One of the jokes
Jusqu'au bout.
around there
Ouais,
is
c'est ça.
whether or not he'll ever smile.
Allez, prolonger un peu plus, ça me gêne pas.
Interesting difference in personalities. You just saw the young lady from Indonesia out there who seemed to be enjoying every moment of it.
Oh, I have no doubt that he's enjoying this.
Bien préparé.
He just doesn't smile very much.
He's happy, his face just doesn't know it.
Et ton rail jusqu'au bout. 10.
DALMEIDA with 27.
Ooh, that was a really static release, but that was good enough.
And Valladont does it. Jean-Charles jumping out to a quick 4-0 lead, taking the first 2 sets. As you get a good look at Valladont, pair of 9s and a 10 for 28 total points.
Les premières là, les 4 premières.
And he is in the driver's seat right now.
C'est pour ça que je te l'ai dit.
In the men's bronze medal match, one more match left to go. So don't you dare go away.
Well, why would you? The next match is going to be great.
Rick van der Ven,
Who's just come off winning a block of gold at a tournament, a very unique tournament in Germany.
and Mauro Nespoli of Italy, who has won an Olympic gold medal.
And he's the one in the top 8. Mauro is the one of our top 4 in the top 8 to make it to the finals. So that should be a great match. 2 good powerhouses, and well, we'll get there when we get there.
There's still
There's
some
stories to be told.
and the story has not been finished here in this match.
I really like his execution. It's nice and compact. It's a swift shot. He comes back to full draw really nicely.
Préparé. L'amplitude.
At 16, he's getting ready, no doubt, for 2016.
10.
Love the style by Valladont, though, sort of regal.
Et ton rail.
Oh, really static.
Neuf, un
He's
petit peu.
tightening up on his follow-through. Often, normally you'd see that hand pop a good distance back,
Yeah.
like that. And that normally is true with Valladont as well. The last 2 shots, he's really been static. He's really sort of stuck his hand. It's only come back an inch or 2.
Solide jusqu'au bout.
You'd like to see that
Well,
gain a little bit.
Same
stuttery.
story, right?
Yep, and the more that happens, the worse the arrows are going to get. He needs to smooth that out. That was sort of what I was talking about with the Russian gentleman. There's 10 points, and that gives Marcus the set.
And more confidence.
Absolutely. The Russian fella who was throwing his bow arm a little bit a few matches ago, you can get away with it for a little while, but then eventually you start to pay. And Valladont has just paid there. That was a better release.
Followed through, drew his hand all the way back.
Wasn't perfect. It was a little bit fake, but it was on the way to being good again.
Bien tiré les dames.
You want that string hand to just snap back nicely.
Valladont had the 4-0 lead, still leads it, but now 4-2 after 3 sets, heading to the 4th set. And Marcus Vinicius DALMEIDA, who's got one of the coolest names in this sport. I think right up there with Real Wild.
Yep.
Great name and a great game in this match. Had a trio of 9th place finishes at stage 1 in Shanghai here on the World Archery Cup Tour this year. Ranked 14th in the world. Picked up a mixed team silver medal in Medellin. Finished 8th individually at stage 1 in Antalya. And recently won all 3 titles at the South American Games in Chile.
Allez, prêt à tirer tout de suite.
Trying to battle back, tie this up. At the very least, gain a split in this set.
Yeah, this young guy is a crack shooter. He reminds us, he's harkening back to the days of David Barnes and Denise Parker and other really young shooters who had tremendous levels of success at an early age.
Et solide
That
jusqu'au
7 is real trouble at this point, though.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Especially after that 10 by Valladont.
Hein? Ouais. Allez,
It's a
pareil.
9. He needs 10s. This should be At this point, it should be enough for Valladont to
Et
just
surtout bien solide.
Close it out.
10.
10. Ouais, c'est
Shoot
bien.
a little bit quicker. You heard that on that shot, he actually released on the 10-second
On est
count.
prêt à tirer tout de suite.
Maybe the final shot of the day. If it is, he finishes strong.
Finishes with a 10.
But it's in the hands of Jean-Charles Valladont right now.
8 to win.
Et propre jusqu'au bout.
The field archery champion.
10. Oui.
And once again, he told that arrow it was
Get
a 10.
in there, yeah.
Yep, and there's that 6-2 victory, so that's a good win for Valladont.
And there's the elation you were talking about a moment ago. It's great to see Jean-Charles celebrating the victory right there. He is excited and pumped up about it, as well as he should be.
Doesn't get to go to the World Cup final, but he's still pleased with the bronze here.
Jean-Charles Valladont, who had a few choice words for that final arrow. Got it in there, finished it off.
You know, I'm not good at reading lips at any time. I'm probably even worse at reading lips in French. But if I had to guess anything, I would say that was a oui.
Read those lips.
Yeah.
Jean-Charles Valladont of France.
C'est plaisir pour toi. Depuis le temps que je te le dis que tu peux aussi y arriver.
He just forgot his chapstick. Could have left a nice smudge on that. He's very pleased. I like that. That's great personality.
And
right
again,
there.
doesn't want to leave the stage, wants to soak in the moment as he picks up the bronze medal.
Ouais, 29 pour entamer.
Big celebration for the man.
Well,
who
if we
had
wanted to see a smile out of DALMEIDA, that was not the way to make it happen.
But there will be a smile coming. There will be a day coming. And it will happen for that young man from Brazil, who's an up-and-coming rising star, goes away without a medal here, but we will see him down the road, I'm sure. They are hoping, obviously, for big things for him 2 years from now in Rio.
I can imagine. If he's playing at this level already, give him 2 years more experience, he's going to be a major contender.